questions for Caziah. We'll start with Ira Schofel from War Champ on your right.
Hey, Caziah, what was this past season like for you? I mean, getting to practice but not actually being able to play. Was it frustrating, or did you enjoy that time?
I could say at first it was a bit frustrating. Haven't gotten the opportunity to play in the last 2 years, but actually, took it in as an opportunity to get better. Better my craft and build a relationship with the guys on the team and in my room.
Next will be Chris Nee, front row to your left.
Good morning. When you were making the decision to leave your prior institution, what was it that set FSU apart and made sense for you for your next place?
Like what made me to leave?
What made this place you wanted to go to when you decided you were leaving?
I think, actually just being a Florida native, wanting to get back home, wanting to get close to my family, close to my daughter. I think that was probably the most, the best decision, the bigger decision for me when, coming here. So.
We'll stay there for Zach.
You had kind of an unusual role recruitment coming in right before the season. I guess just what was that process like, joining the team right before they were starting to get things going?
You can repeat that question again? I couldn't hear you.
Sorry. So, obviously you had a kind of a unique portal process, kind of entering the portal and joining the team right before the season. I guess what was that process like for you?
It was a bit weird at first because I was kind of stuck between if I'm going to stay home or what school I'm going to go to. But I think me talking to the coaches here and having a good plan and a good basis, trying to get me to get here, and I stuck with it, wanting to come here, want to be a part of the team, and I'm here now, and I'm glad to be here. So that's pretty much what it was.
We'll come back to Ira on your right.
The team obviously had a ton of success running the football this season. How fun was that watching that from where you were watching from and just knowing that you're going to be a part of that kind of offense?
Man, it was amazing. Watching my guys out there, rooting them on, looking at them and seeing them have the success that they want to have was amazing. And just for me, where I was, on the sideline, just picturing myself, next year making the same type of plays and just being a part of the team and being with the guys and having fun with them. So man, I'm very excited and I'm looking forward to it.
Ira?
How would you describe your running style? Florida State's there's some different kinds of backs in that room. Do you feel like you're more like one or the other, or kind of a combination?
That's a great question. I kind of see similarities between me and Trey Benson, and I have fast, big guys, strong, run downhill, but I also got abilities to move side to side as well, lateral movement. So, I can say a little comparison to Trey Benson, but also I'm myself. So, I see I can separate myself from everybody else a little bit, and nothing too crazy.
Next question will be Jerry Kutz from the Osceola front row.
Hey, in terms of the prior institution you were at and now here at Florida State, how do they compare in terms of facilities and resources for the student athletes?
Really not too different. I think Penn State is probably like a bigger, I'm not going to say a bigger program. Their campus is probably pretty much a lot bigger, so they have a lot more things to do. So their facility is it's a little bigger, but we're building our own facility here now. So I'm excited to see what this facility looks like compared to what Florida State looks like. But it's not too many differences at all.
All right, next question will come from Zoom. It's going to be Matt Baker from Tampa Bay Times.
Florida State's had a lot of success with transfers last year in a really touted class this cycle. What's making the transfer process work so well at Florida State? You've been on the inside.
I think it's what we're doing here. The brotherhood, the family that we got going on right here. What Mike Norvell is doing. I think it's bringing us all together and trying to be a great team, a great brotherhood, and have success on and off the field as well.
Hey, Caziah. So we hear a lot about brotherhood and family, culture here. Could you just describe specifically what that looks like? I mean, you've been in the locker room, you've seen it game day, but what does that look like compared to maybe an ordinary team?
I can say, just the way we interact with each other, the way we laugh, the way we joke, how we interact with each other on the field. Like, it's not necessarily, for example, you might mess up on a play or something. You don't hear guys, trying to beat you down. You got guys uplifting you, encouraging you. Okay, man, you got the next play, man. You can do better. Like, you got guys that actually believe in you and want to see you have success and want to see you be great. And I think that's the difference that's going to set us apart a lot from ordinary teams.
All right, we'll go back to Zach on the front row.
I guess just how do you envision your role in the FSU offense this upcoming season?
Taking it day by day, but I see myself being a big impact on this team, big time player. But whatever I can do to make the team better, and impact the team in the greatest way I can do. So.
All right, we're gonna come back to the Zoom. Aslan Hajimandi from Morchan.
Caziah, you got here this summer. I know a lot of guys were excited and confident about what they could be in 2022. Can you compare what's the confidence level like now, this offseason, going into 2023, versus what you think the team felt in the summer of last year?
I think our confidence is very high right now, and based off what we did last season, coming off a 10-3 record, I think especially with the transfer guys that we coming in, the recruits that came in, and I think our confidence is high. And like I said, we just right now just working on building a better brotherhood, building a better culture, a better family, and being able to come together and produce on the field as well. So I think we're very confident and going to have great success going forward.
Okay, we'll stay on the Zoom. Go to Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
Now, you talked a little bit about the transfer process, but overall for you, what was it like? I mean, from the moment you put your name in the portal to hearing it back from Florida State, what was that kind of whole process like for you?
It was probably a little chaotic at first, in the midsummer, really late in the transfer portal. You got all these type of schools, want you to come here, want you to go there. But, I think I really just settled it down to where I wanted to be and what was going to be the best fit for me and my future. And, picking Florida State was probably the best decision I made, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, we'll go back to Ira on your right.
I actually have a couple questions for the school. First, how much did you know about Jordan Travis when you got here, and were you surprised at all by what he does on the field?
So me and my dad, we were once I hit the portal, and I was thinking, dang, pops, think about Florida State, and he would talk to me about Jordan Travis, like, man, I could definitely see you guys being a 1-2 punch. Like, he can run, he can throw, and at first I really didn't know too much about him from my background, and being able to actually watch him in live action, and especially seeing what he did the last 2 games, man, really surprised me, and I'm like, man, like, he got it, like, he definitely is a dude, and I'm like, man, I'm excited to see what we can do together as in the backfield and as a team, and we have a great success together. So I'm definitely pretty high on Jordan Travis.
And then what's Coach Yak like? How much have you enjoyed being coached by him since you've been here?
Oh man, that's my dude right there. That's my dude, Coach Yak, my dude, man. Real down to earth guy. Always pushing us to be better, not just on the field but off the field. Checking in on us. Actually kind of being like a like a dad, like a parent to us. What I'm saying, not making sure like we good outside of here. If you need food, whatever. What I'm saying, he's always there for us, man. I appreciate it for what he's done for me and what he's done for the room so far.
Anything else for Caziah? All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all.
Thank you.